anything else to say. Why did you do it, Alex?
Former South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh in court today for day one of jury selection in the murder trial of his wife and his son. As we reported at 7 o'clock, finding a prospective juror in Colleton County who's never heard about this case is virtually impossible. But as one noted defense attorney tells me, hearing about the crime is one thing. Being impartial, well, that's what is important. Alec Murdaugh walking to court surrounded by law enforcement as his lawyers and prosecutors seek to find an impartial jury to decide his fate.
Jury selection is one of the most important things that can happen in a criminal case.
Picking a jury that has never heard about this sensational murder case or doesn't know about the powerful Murdaugh family is next to impossible. Judge Clifton Newman asked if they had heard or read about his case. Every single one stood up.
It doesn't matter so much that these folks have heard of the Murdaughs. It's whether or not they'll be able to be impartial.
During the first day of jury selection, we learned about a list of potential witnesses. They include Alex's brother Randy, his son Buster, his wife Maggie's sister, and attorneys belonging to the family law firm that fired Alec for stealing money from his clients. I asked Attorney Williams what she thinks about this potential witness list.
As far as the law partners, they've known Mr. Murdaugh for a very long time. Perhaps what their observations were between the members of the Murdaugh family, as far as his son Paul and Maggie, and whether there was turmoil in that relationship or not.
Now, WJCL has learned that lawyers in the case are planning to deliver opening statements sometime Wednesday. Now, that means that a jury is expected to be selected and seated, obviously, before then. So be sure to check out our special, The Trial of Alec Murdaugh, on our website at WJCL.com right now, because it wraps up everything that has gotten us to this point. From the list of mysterious deaths involving the Murdaugh family to the long list of financial crimes that led Murdaugh to lose his law license. Just visit our website at WJCL.com. And you can also expect daily live coverage throughout the course of the trial of Alec Murdaugh. Look for a live stream each day and live team coverage on WJCL 22 morning and evening news from Colleton County.
This week, there's a hearing set for a mother charged with murdering her toddler son and then dumping his body. Leilani Simon and her defense team want to review the